Guys, you've got to check out the Scareclaw combo. It has disruption, negation, going first, going second options, and a crazy OTK. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing a Scareclaw combo video for Master Duel. Now, the deck has been out for a while and people are starting to play it. I want to show this combo video to basically demonstrate how you can play the deck in Master Duel and why I think it's one of the strongest decks. Definitely a tier 1 potential. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we're going to do a test hand with Scareclaw. Now, we don't have a actual testing room. So we're going to use solo mode as a demonstration purpose. Let's see what cards we get in our first starting hand. This is pretty decent. It's kind of average. So we'll go from here. We'll just do some normal summoning. We're going to summon Acro. We're also going to spread summon Astra as well, so we have that body on the field. Let's also activate the field spell. We're going to search our monster. Let's just search Vice Staffers right now, seeing as we drew the field spell. Ideally, you don't really want to draw the field spell. Remember, we have 2 hand traps in our hand. So you could argue that, you know, decent disruption. So we'll go from there. We'll summon a Lightheart with this guy here. Lightheart is great because it can search a field spell, but we already drew it, which again is why we're only running 2 copies, because you don't want to see it too much, because the Lightheart does the work for us. So because Vices is on the field, Lightheart can actually special itself. So also keep in mind, when you're doing the combo, you want to always make sure that the Vice Starfrost is on the edge of the board, because you always want space for your Scareclaw names, and because they special summon adjacent to each other, just keep that in mind. There we go. That is our Tri-Heart. Now, I know it's not the craziest board, we don't have the adventure line, but hopefully this is a really good demonstration of what's possible with just the Scareclaw monsters, and maybe inspire you to play a build that maybe doesn't have the adventure line, is more budget friendly, and uses more traps and hand traps. So we'll demonstrate that now. Of course, I'm going to set the infinite permanent. We'll go ahead and do the Tri-Heart now. We're going to special summon the Acro because it will give us the attack boost. Because we don't have 3 or more defense monsters, Rykart won't be able to draw a card, which kind of sucks. We're going to search our Omni Negate Scareclaw Splash. Remember, when it goes to the opponent's turn, you want to keep it face up. So flip it in the draw phase on their turn ASAP. And this is the end board. We've got a Ash Blossom as negation disruption. We've got a Impermanence doing the exact same thing, negating the middle column as well. We've got Tri-Heart turning everything that's not a link monster into defense mode. So this deck is amazing against Sword Soul, by the way, and Branded. It's actually wicked against both decks because they always go in defense and they have trouble outing him. And then we have the Scareclaw Splash as the, I guess, the nail in the coffin to basically make sure we win the game. We can use this card to take down powerful spell and traps in the game like Darkville No More, Lightning Storm, things like that. So this is the end combo with just the Scareclaw, guys. Starting off with combo number 2, let's see what hand we get. So, okay, we've got a pretty interesting hand. We've got the Vices, we've got the double small word, which is really awkward. So when you have the adventure line, you always want to start with it because you need that negation up so your Griffin can protect you from getting the buried or anything like that. Now we're going to try and resolve as much as we can. Normally summon Acra gets us to our Draco back because we summon a monster. We're going to search the Griffin. We don't need the temple right now. We can always leave it in the deck as a body. If you guys are liking the content so far as well, make sure to drop a like, helps the channel, and subscribe as well. We're going to be doing more content like this. If you want to see more Scareclaw stuff, let me know in the comments what we can do. We can go into the Lightheart now. So you've seen the small world and you're probably realizing now I'm about to search the field spell. So we can do some pretty good stuff here. I'll let you guess what I'm going to do with the small world. But because we have the Vice Staffs already, we don't really need the monster we're searching off of this. So here's the cool thing. I want to show you, we're about to search Maxi. We can search Magician Souls. Okay, so you're looking at the board and you're thinking, okay, what are we going to do with the third material for Lightheart? Well, it's pretty simple. We're going to use Small World, one of my favorite cards, one of the most techie cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, okay, here's the fun part. Do we want a Magician Souls that will draw 2 cards but send some of our arguably important spell and traps? Or do we want to just search Maxi, which, I mean, guys, this is Master Duel. It's arguably the scariest card in the game. But here's the thing, 2 issues. If we search the Maxi, we don't have an extender for Tri-Heart. So we're going to go into the Magician Souls, and how we do that is we have these options here. So to get to Magician Souls, we need to banish a Spellcaster or Rykart. Because we're starting with Acro, what we're going to do is we're just going to search the Water Enchantress and then banish that as the second card to tag into the Magician Souls. So here we go. We're going to do the Magician Souls here. So of course we're running the Fog King. If you saw the deck profile, by the way, if you're not sure what card to run as the tech for Illusion of Chaos, I recommend this Fog King, and you can check the video. We're going to summon the Magician Souls. And yeah, let's do its effect. We want to draw some cards, maybe a Rykart, maybe some Scareclaw stuff, maybe some disruption. Let's see. So we'll discard the small from our hand because it's basically useless. Now here's the weird part. You can send Faithful Adventure because arguably your Griffin line is already set up, it's already done. Send the Draco back just for this demonstration. So we'll see, we'll draw 2 cards. Whoa, we just drew an Arch Nemesis Escatos, which is pretty crazy, I can't lie. So let's go straight into our Tri-Heart now. And again, in my deck profile, I've mentioned how easy it is to get into this Nemesis Escatos line. So we're going to show that right now. Yo, that was a sick draw from Magician Souls. And since creating this deck way back when, I'll put a video up on screen of like the first video I did for this. The top decks in this Scareclaw deck are always insane. They're never bad. They're always wicked. We're gonna go into an IP Mask arena now with these guys. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. If you summon Escartos, you have that floodgate. If you do the Tri-Heart line, you have the Omni Negate. But the problem lies here where the Tri-Heart line locks you into Scareclaws. The Escartos line does not get you the Omni Negate because Tri has to summon first and then add a Rykart to hand, and your board is full up. I'm actually going to do the Arch Nemesis line because arguably I just think a floodgate is more broken than anything else in the game. So Fog King is absolutely useless, but we can shuffle it back in with Nemesis flag. So we're going to choose that as a banished target. Rykart again is actually kind of useless once you've used it. So we're going to banish those three as the 3 types. Some of the Escartos, and now, yeah, that's fine. Tri-Heart puts in defense. So I did discuss how your Tri-Heart and Escartos have a clash. What you can do, what you might want to do, and I'm going to show it here for a demonstration, is we're going to actually use our second Tri-Heart now, using the IP Mask Arena, giving it that card protection, destruction protection, which is actually pretty disgusting. We're going to summon the second Tri-Heart. Remember, it's not once per turn, but what we really care about, what we really want to see is our Rykart. So we're going to special him, and now we get to search the Scareclaw Splash, which is sick because we're searching our Omni Negate and we're drawing 1 card. Let's see what we draw. I did say the top decks are good in this deck.
Drum roll, please.
Okay, that's a really bad top deck, but that's fine because we're going to resolve the second Tri-Heart and have follow-up for the next turn. So there we go, guys. That's kind of the board you can expect with this deck. What I find the most fun about this deck is you can make something out of nothing. And here's the board. We have a Griffin Omni Negate. We have a Splash Omni Negate. We have follow-up with Rykart. Our Tri-Heart can attack multiple times. And we have the Escartos as a floodgate. So again, you know, waiting for that Sprite Element format, which is inevitably coming. You can always call Thunder or Aqua. But in the meantime, wherever your opponent is playing, just react and in the right way and hopefully win the game. You can notice here, we're not running the kind of types that Escartos is going to clash with. And even if we did, remember, Tri-Heart has destruction protection, so he won't even die, which is pretty sick. So there you go, guys. That's one of the sickest combos I've done. That's a pretty nice one. We've got a lot of disruption, and that board is probably going to win you the game, no doubt. If you want to see anything else with Scarecrow, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see a duel commentary or anything like that as well, that would be amazing. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.